Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we're returning to War on the Sea, a new game out by Killerfish, the same developers who brought us Cold Waters and Atlantic Fleet. This is a real-time strategy and war game that looks at the South Pacific in 1942. The campaign in the game specifically looks at the Guadalcanal campaign from either the Allied or the Japanese perspective, and this is the sixth part of our Let's Play series looking at the war from the Allied perspective in the Allied campaign, Operation Watchtower. In today's episode, we're going to see our first naval surface engagement in this game, in the campaign. And so, to this point anyway, up to this point, as far as I've recorded, I've fought 2 surface naval engagements in the game, in the campaign. This is the first. And in this game, there's a lot of learning curves. I think what I demonstrate in this fight is, one, just how cool night actions can be, because it's going to be a battle that's fought at night. I demonstrate how dangerous the Japanese cruisers and Japanese Navy in general can be at night. But I also demonstrate just how very precise this UI is. The user interface for this game is not super intuitive, and it's very easy to make mistakes that can throw your entire Navy into well, you'll see, but maybe like you might accidentally sail cruisers in circles, maybe, while under gunfire. That being said, it's a really cool fight, I think, in a lot of ways, despite the fact that there are elements of it that I botch. There are elements of it that I get right. And so I think this is going to be fun to watch. It was fun for me to play, although it was frustrating, and I think you hear that from me. This was taken from a live stream, so the audio from the battle is going to be live, uncut, as I was talking, as I was playing. So just, kind of recognize that. And I think that's enough of me talking, so why don't we jump in and see how this thing plays out. Task Force 7. Encounter with what? It just says encounter. Does that mean subs? We're in a circular formation, or does it mean ships? I can't back out of it, so there is an encounter. It looks like we've got the Fletcher. I don't understand why my heavy cruisers would be on the flank. Like, that feels problematic. I am telling my cruisers to take slightly different formations. You can see the American task force here. But I feel like we're about to get hit by an enemy sub. So I'm ordering these heavy cruisers on either end to kind of veer in a little bit. What a beautiful sight, by the way, this formation in motion. Oh, God. I didn't mean to, go that hard over. The other direction, boys! Ah! Okay. Well... this isn't World of Warships maneuvering, I guess. Oh no, they've collided. Any damage? Minor damage for both ships. The Portland did a good job. Oh shit, there's shell fire. That's gunfire up there. New contact, aircraft bearing 225. What? What are we shooting at? Star shells lighting up the sky. Where the hell? And my ships are in a nightmare formation. Meanwhile, apparently there's enemy aircraft in the night. So let's give our position away, boys, with all the ack you can spare. Ooh, it's a gorgeous sight. Look at that. She's already flaming. All right, so let's do this. Let's figure this out. We're going to form everybody up if we really are dealing with an enemy task force of some kind. Give me line ahead. Navigate. I don't know what's shooting at me. I can't see anything. My task force. Oh my god. Look at this. All right, come on, you guys. You've got to be able to, like, get out of your collision. Don't just sit there. All right, let's do this. We're going to form the Fletcher, Radford, and Indianapolis in one task force. And then we are going to form... I don't know why the Fletcher would be the flagship of that. Then we're going to form the Portland, Indianapolis, Atlanta, Juneau, Jenkinsville. I don't want the Fletcher selected. I don't... Alright, I guess everybody's forming up on the Fletcher because she's number 1 in the formation. Do we have radar? Can we... Well, they have radar going. I can't use time compression. And everybody's just kind of doing their own stupid thing. I wonder if this is the same situation as with the bombers the other day. I don't know why everybody is... I guess line ahead having a destroyer in the front makes some sense. I just wish I hadn't fucked my whole formation up thinking it was probably a sub. The enemy stopped firing at us, too. Well, there's more star shells popping up. You can see all these little... Why are some of these guys are in no formation, and then some of them are? So where the hell are they, guys? You've got your fucking radar going. I mean, I could fire star shells off, I guess. But at what? Can I fire star shells in indiscriminate locations? I don't think so. They're probably north by the looks of where these shells are coming in. Alright, let's fire some star shells here. I switched to manual firing. Zigzag? I mean, my formation's a mess. if you want to even call it that, so... Okay, don't collide, you guys. I don't care if no target's selected. I want a manual shot up here. $3,000. Okay. Just indiscriminately start firing some star shells out, I guess. Okay, that doesn't seem to be doing anything. Shift fire a little bit, maybe? Those are some pretty heavy shells, wherever they're coming in. How the hell am I supposed to find these guys? I'm just kind of indiscriminately shooting star shells out. I don't know where they're shooting me from. I'm guessing from this direction, from the north. New contact. We spotted them. Not anywhere near where I was shooting. Okay, boys. Everybody form up. Navigate this way. Wait, in formation with the Japanese ship? Ha! No. Okay, don't do that. These controls are a little bit clunky. Stop shooting. Alright, so we fired off a bunch of star shells to pointless targets, but we did spot something this way. I think these other guys are going to follow. In formation with Radford. So I think these guys are going to follow me in my general direction. I hope they're forming up. It looks like they might be kind of forming a line. Meanwhile, we're working our way back toward the coast where we briefly, for a moment, spotted the enemy vessel. Be real nice to be able to compress time, though. Strong's Gaming, by the way, thanks for the follow. So we are about to rush into something. Our first surface naval engagement in the campaign in Guadalcanal. We have landing parties sort of headed into the slot. So this is our surface task force, which is tasked with clearing the way for the landing parties. By the way, Jenkins is flooding. Jesus, she took moderate flooding. Was it from the collision that we had, or was it from enemy fire? I don't know if she was one of the ships that collided or not. They're working on it. My radar is useless, huh? If my ships even have it. I don't know which ones would or wouldn't. I think the Fletchers would have it. The enemy's still firing on us. Minor damage to the Indianapolis. I think that was primarily due to the collision, though. Ships appear to be trying to form up. Proxima Centurion, thanks for the follow. Where's your target? Goes to show you really shouldn't fuck your formation up at the start of a battle by just taking manual control of your ships, because it's just gonna screw you in the end. All right, let's do this. Let's do some manual targeting of star shells, and since we know roughly where they might be, never mind. Let's do this. Enemy ships spotted, sir. Excuse me. All right, so let's select the task force here. What has the enemy got? I've already ordered these guys to manually fire, but I think they're out of range for their guns. Looks like one enemy heavy cruiser. Oh, shit. Two enemy heavy cruisers. We're going to be outgunned in this, boys. Two Japanese heavies versus two Americans. I don't like my odds. What is this? This is a... I think this is recognition manual. I think this is a Miyoko. Run it back. Forward, yep. No, not that one. That one's not a Miyoko. This one. This one is something else. Tone. Thanks for the follow, Wolf Stinker and Tokyo Express. All right, so how are we doing, boys? The rest of my task force is just a mess of confusion. Let's concentrate our fire on the tone. Let's concentrate our fire on the tone. She's the closer of the two. And I'm going to go ahead and stop. Or actually, no, target here. Orders for the formation. No, I want the whole damn formation to attack. Everybody, come on. Form up. Attack. All right, everybody begin the attack. I want every gun to fire on the tone. You can see quite a bit of shell splashes. We've got a couple of destroyers in formation up here, the Fletcher and the Radford, as well as the Levetta. The heavy cruisers still the cruisers are still circling, trying to get into position. You can see a lot of shell splashes here, but some of our other vessels are getting into the action here. You can see our heavy cruisers laying their guns in here. This is almost like landing craft circling to get into position for the attack. It's kind of hilarious to watch. Maybe they'll fire their torpedoes at my lead destroyers. Alright, let's actually give... Let's give some... I mean, I do want... Oh, I should be firing AP. Not all star shells, right? I don't even see star shells. It doesn't even look like we were firing them, so we must have been shooting at the target. But in theory, it doesn't make it's not a bad idea to manually fire some star shells off over here. to get a better sense of what we can give our other gunners some... See, what I don't like is if I change one ship's target, it seems like it changes the entire formation. Like, even if they're not... These guys shouldn't all be firing star shells. Like, and I don't even know that they are, because I don't see any star shells exploding in the sky. Well, they don't have any star shells, so that would be a good reason that they're not. And these guys aren't. So let's do a manual shot. Some star shells over here. I need to get better visuals for my ships. So give me some star shells to light up the enemy targets, and then maybe we can start doing some damage. The enemy's certainly doing it. Shit. The Levetta has been hit. She's on fire. Magazine explosion. That isn't good. She's on fire! What are the damage control reports? Heavy damage, heavy flooding. She's going under, for sure. We're going to pull her out of formation. I don't want her to be the leader. How do I, like, not... Ugh. No, break formation with Levetta. Fletcher, Radford. So I think this makes the Fletcher the leader. So we'll see if we can bring the entire formation north to cross the Japanese formation's T. Thanks, J Street, I guess. Not really. Trying not to get my formation sunk here. So is this still in formation? Give me the order that you're still... All right, so you are in formation. So you should turn in formation in line. All right, you're firing HE now. At the tone. Is everybody else as well? So we've got some coverage with our flares above the enemy target, I think. Let's pull the Levetta out of line, see if she can't save herself. The Fletcher and the other guys are sailing north. I mean, the destroyers are the lead ships in line, but I'm not... The main hope is to use the... I don't know. I don't know what the main hope is anymore. I wish the Portland maybe would turn on its own rather than in line, because right now we've only got the two front turrets bearing on the enemy. We haven't really taken any damage yet, have we? No. Alright. Portland, you're now your own division lead. I'm letting the destroyers screen you out front, so the Fletcher and Radford will stay in formation on their own. Oh, shoot. The Levetta's still in the fight, lobbing her 5-inchers out there. But the Portland and all the other cruisers should turn in line so that they'll be coming in right to the right flank of the Fletcher. Did they just take a hit, or was that a gunfire? I think that was a hit. They're still shooting at the Levetta. I guess she would make a good target. She is lit up like a Christmas tree, magazine fire and all. All right, Fletcher, what can you do torpedo-wise? What's the range of these guys? Five torpedoes on maybe an 8-degree spread. The enemy is turning in line, so we're both... Oh, shit. Portland is turning away. God damn it. No. I wish there were, like, more clear division commands. Because this is just going to be... Alright. The other cruisers are going to go their own way. I'll circle the Portland around. Just took a hit there. Alright. Portland, you're going to straighten out and go to the rear of the column. Indianapolis, you're going to turn right. See, I ordered you to... I think I've uncovered the problem is that I thought X was rudder amidships, and it's actually Q. All right. Indianapolis, level out here. Going this direction. The Fletchers are way out in front. They're at about 7,000 yards for the tone. Anybody know what a good range is to fire torpedoes at an enemy? All right. Glad I took one of my 2 heavies out of the fight, basically. Alright, we're going to turn them around and try and get them back to the rear of the line. I'm firing some more star shells here from this other destroyer in the lead of the formation to try and improve our fire control. Got an 80% solution on the tone. By the way, how does she look? Is she on fire at all? She's taking no damage at all? Just everything splashing behind her? We're straddling her pretty good. They're going to obliterate these DDs in front. All right. Anybody know what a good range is for torpedoes? Anyone at all? American torpedoes, not the Long Lance. Is 4,000? 4,000 seems like it would be a pretty healthy range. Especially when they're coming head-on at us. So we're going to fire these damn things. No, I don't want manual. Cease. Shit. Alright. No, I don't... No, don't do that. I think I just fucked up my torpedo spread. Okay, 8 degrees. Tone is only a 30%. Switch it down to 5 degree spread. Alright, I'm firing some torpedoes into their line. We'll see if that makes a difference. Meanwhile, I'm keeping the other U.S. ships out here at a bit more distance. The Portland's continuing to do circles because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Let's just order her to... No. Follow the Jenkins. Those are your orders, sir. Is this the Fletcher? Oh no, the lead ship of the Fletcher class, the Fletcher, she's gonna go down. Why are you... Fire HE. That's all you've got. What's that smoking ship over here? Indianapolis suffers a magazine explosion. Fucking A! No! The 2 forward turrets are dead. Veer out of line. Heavy damage, moderate flooding. Indy won't deliver the atomic bomb parts. Yeah, they should be. Why is no one doing anything smart? Because I'm dumb. I'm a bad commander, I know. I think all our torpedoes missed, by the way. Have we not hurt them at all? Was Indy firing AP or HE or AP? Because this one's set to AP. Although they just fired off their last AP rounds. She may have just used up all her AP. Hey, at least we've got one of their heavies smoking now. Portland is coming into the fight now. Fire your fish at absurd range. Go, torpedoes, go. Clark McShane, thank you very much for the follow. They're jumping into the water like dolphins. It's beautiful. All right, so Portland is crossing the enemy T. By the way, why would anyone think this, like, vertical of a side of a ship would be a good idea on an armored ship likely to take fire? Is she going to get away? Heavy damage, moderate flooding. They may scuttle her. We'll see. Another hit right there. Something just blew up. Also, why does it say you're firing at Jenkins? Yeah, battles like this are what makes me think it's worth the cost as well, Newhouser. It's the really frustrating UI that make it very hard to manage these battles that make me feel like maybe it isn't. But looks like the tone is veering away. Atlanta, you're going to turn left. Looks like, is this the Juno on fire? The Juno is burning. Everybody knows she has an explosive real-life history. I don't know why I'm using 5-inch gun-light cruisers that are anti-aircraft cruisers for surface battles, but it's historically accurate, so there's that. Thank you for the sub, Romeo. Or Romeo Vo 1D. Appreciate it. It's not just the weak armor. It's like the design, that high... like vertical side. Like just that straight up side of the ship, that really high riding. I would want something lower to the water, I would think, with a little bit more slope. Radford's not gonna make it. Fletcher looks a little bit better, I guess. So we've got one destroyer, one light cruiser, and one heavy cruiser still in good shape. The rest of our formation, not so much. The enemy heavy cruiser, the tone is low in the water and on fire, so she doesn't look so hot. The Juno was struck by 2 torpedoes just now? Or was that a while ago? I think that was just now. It's really hard to keep track of anything that's going on. The Indianapolis is running away with her tail between her legs. Two minutes ago? Okay. I mean, how much ammunition do these guys have left? They sure have a lot of HE shells. At least the Atlanta. What about the Portland? Less so. 2 shell hits on that salvo. Well, the front turret just got knocked out, it looks like. It's in red. Still, it doesn't look damaged. But she is red, so I'm guessing it doesn't look like she's firing. Heavy damage, moderate flooding. Radford is sinking. I think there's a good chance the Japanese heavy will sink, but the loss of this entire fleet with only really doing bad damage to one Japanese heavy is not exactly a terribly consoling thought, but she's ablaze stem to stern. Maybe not engaging the Japanese at night would be a better strategy. I like to imagine they're using these, you know, these HE shells are just tearing them apart. Juno is sinking. I just told Atlanta to switch her fire to this light cruiser back here. She might fare favorably against her. Now might be the time to think about retreating. We are making 70% of our speed. What's the situation here? 2 of these turrets look like they're destroyed. We're making 9 knots? Oh, fuck. Well, if the 2 front turrets are both out of action, there's no reason to expose the front of the ship to further gunfire, so I'm going to turn our stern to the enemy and see if we can't make haste and away. Well, this is a nightmare. The Japanese are dead in the water. She looks like she's sinking, the tone. She's still taking fire. I think the Portland's still shooting at her. Yeah. I switched the fire on the Atlanta and the Jenkins. The Indianapolis is also still firing on the tone. I really hope that my heavy cruisers make it out. Atlanta does have some torpedoes. Good call. But they're at 5,000 yards. So Portland's running. Jenkins, do you still have torpedoes? You do. I'm going to have the Jenkins. Why is she only moving at 10 knots? Get your speed up, sir. Get out of formation. The tone is sinking. Hell yeah, brother. So we sank 1 enemy heavy cruiser. Switch your fire, boys. Whoops, wrong target. Fire at the Miyoko. Jenkins, you're going to charge into this enemy formation. Seems like everybody stopped shooting. No, they're still shooting. Where's the Atlanta? She's over here. She out of ammo? She still has HE rounds. I misidentified? Well, whatever. Jenkins, charge. We're inside 3,000 yards, boys, and we're not taking any damage yet. Oh, maybe a good idea to turn. 34% fire control solution on this guy. Oh, that was a big hit. Fire on in the rear of the ship. We still have good speed, though. Give me a broadside. Why are you not firing? I guess I thought switching to target would automatically tell you to fire, but maybe not. Is a 46% fire control solution good enough for torpedoes inside 2,500 yards? Also, Atlanta, you're doing loops because I'm dumb. She's gonna die. Let's do it. Oh, I lost one of my torpedo tubes. One of them got destroyed. Are any of those fish getting out? Fire, damn you. Alright, there go the fish. Pray that something hits and no duds. Fletcher is sinking. Those fish are not angled well, I don't think. What's over here? Oh, that's the Atlanta. Jenkins is going to go down for sure. She's dead in the water, taking all sorts of punishment. Jenkins is going down. Iron Bottom Sound living up to its name. Yeah, this is about as close to, what do you call it? The Battle of Savo Island as maybe we realistically would expect. Why do I only see one fish? What happened to all the others? They're running out of steam or something? They were within 2,500 yards. They should have been able to... Or maybe the spread wasn't wide enough. That might be the issue. There goes the Jenkins. These torpedoes, I think they're going to end up just behind, but we actually might get a couple hits here. Oh, actually, that looks damn good on this light cruiser. Give me some hits. Yeah! 1, 2, 3 torpedoes hit, 2 duds. That is for sure. I would think 3 torpedoes directly on the broadside of that light cruiser. Wow, that was a hell of a spread. I wasn't shooting at that target, but give me that enemy light cruiser. Oh, fuck. I thought the Portland was trying to run away. It's only making 5 knots. She's a goner. So it's going to be 1 enemy light cruiser and 1 heavy cruiser. The Indy should probably get away. Hopefully she doesn't get scuttled. We lost 1 light cruiser and 3 destroyers. The Atlanta's still in pretty good shape, trading fire at 5,000 yards against... Well, she should probably target something different now, right? Actually, wait, she's targeting this. So actually, the Atlanta's pulverizing this enemy ship. We just sank this enemy light cruiser. Yeah, Atlanta's targeting 5. And that cruiser's burning. Or I guess this is a destroyer by the looks of it, but it's burning. Portland's going down. So it's going to be 2 heavy... Well, 1 heavy cruiser lost for us, 1 for the Japanese. 2 light cruisers potentially lost for us. 1 for the Japanese. 3 destroyers, maybe 1 for them. I'm not really sure, but she's... How is Atlanta doing? No damage for her. Living a charmed life there, Atlanta. We may have to put off the invasion of Guadalcanal, though. After this drubbing. I just love that she's got 6 dual-inch turrets. They're like machine guns. Just look at them go. They're firing salvos fore and aft. Oh, it's a sight to behold. Beautiful. Straddling that enemy vessel. Actually, she's targeting 4. 4 is sunk. Stop shooting at 4, you dumbass. Shoot at 5. That's why I ordered you to target. Or no, 4 was the light cruiser over here. So she was shooting at the right target at least. Did we sink that other one? Yeah, we did. Okay. Looks like they're trying to gain some distance. They're all turning away. Hey, our lead destroyers looks like she's okay now. Despite the magazine explosion. Heavy damage and heavy flooding, but she might make it out. Same for Indianapolis. Atlanta's gonna be in trouble, though. Yeah, okay. Time to run away, guys. You can't take on this whole fleet by yourself. As much as I'd like you to. I don't know why I have to turn every ship's radar on individually. Multiple times I ordered the radar to be on at the start of the fight. You can see now that we have the radar on, the fire control solution's getting vastly better. But, like, why do I have to turn it on manually? Shouldn't the radar just be on? This isn't, you know, 1980 where you don't want to give away your... I mean, I guess you don't want to give your position away, but the enemy already knows we're here. They're not going to, like, counter battery fire us based on a radar signature. Just look at that target. It's up above 50% now. I kind of want to turn back into them. I mean, the range is increasing, which makes it difficult, but... Can they swing those batteries around on an angle? Get everybody in action? Give me all 12 5-inchers? $6,000 yards. I don't know how accurate they'll be out there. Oh, they have 14 5-inchers? Oh, they have the flank guns. I didn't realize that. Okay, good to know, Tokyo. I mean, without star shells, I gotta think that there is moonlight, but I don't know how that plays into it. The range is increasing, so our solution is declining. Let's just end this fight. We gotta wait 5 minutes. That's great. Oh, they stopped shooting. That's so stupid. So I literally just have to sit there for 5 minutes and wait and pray. Flank speed it the other way. I mean, I get that they don't want you to just like game your way out of like quick cancel out of battles, but there's no multiplayer, so if people want to do that, I don't know. I say let them. Nah, Hamish, we gotta keep the Atlanta alive. She's lived a storied life. We could have a great role play if we wanted around them, being on the Atlanta, watching the entire American fleet sink around you, be the ones go out swinging, obliterating enemy ships with your 5-inch rapid-firing anti-aircraft dual-mount guns. It'll be a brilliant story. It'll be the stuff movies are made out of. Yeah, I mean, it does make sense. If you're going to make me wait 5 minutes, there's no reason you should force my guns to remain off for 5 fucking minutes. That's a long punishment. Ooh, that was a big hit right near the bridge, actually. Looks like a fire started. Moderate damage to the Atlanta. Now the other question is, with all those enemy submarine float planes around, are we going to get hit by subs? Just a minute and a half more. No, 2.5 more minutes to go, boys. Inflicting survivor's guilt. I don't think anyone on the Atlanta will feel survivor's guilt. She did her job. That's just a sexy look on a ship right there. Triple super firing turrets, or I guess double super firing turrets with side-by-sides as well. Just look at that. If you're looking down that ship, oh man. The front is far less imposing, although that dual superimposed structure is still pretty sweet. Sir, should we shoot back? God, no, we're retreating. We don't want them to hit. We don't want to hit them. It's unsportsmanlike. Chip, chip, cheerio. Tokyo, it always looks like dusk in the game. They don't really have a pitch black, which is, I think that's the other, like, frustrating thing. I understand from a gameplay perspective, you don't want it so dark you can't see, like, what your ships are doing, but that would have lent more credence to, like, what's going on, where are the enemy ships, and all of that jazz. As we run away Brave, 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 brave Sir Robin ran away. He bravely ran away, away. 1 minute left. I can stop singing and annoying. Ah! We took another hit, boys. Or at least they'll run out of ammunition. "30 seconds. Can I quit yet? Yay! What? Oh, confirm. Well, this was not a good... It wasn't as lopsided as it looked from a tonnage perspective. So you can see here we lost the Fletcher, the Radford, and the Portland. The Portland being about 10,000 tons, a heavy cruiser. The Radford and Fletcher being 2,500-ton destroyers. The Indianapolis suffered moderate damage and got away. The Atlanta suffered heavy damage and got away. The Juno was sunk, 6,700 tons, and the Jenkins was sunk, 2,500 tons. The Lavetti, the lead destroyer that charged its way in and had a magazine explosion, managed to get away with heavy damage. Total of 5 ships sunk for 2,400 tons. Meanwhile, on the Japanese side, the Tone was sunk, which was 13,000 tons, and one of their light cruisers was sunk for 5,100 tons. No damage on the Miyoko, no damage on another one of their light cruisers, no damage on this destroyer, and one of their destroyers did suffer heavy damage. So the enemy lost 2 ships, we lost 5, 24,000 to 18,000 tons, thanks to the Japanese cheating on their heavy cruisers by about 3,000 tons. It almost equaled another light cruiser in terms of tonnage. One other thing worth saying is that we did sink 2 heavy cruisers previously, one with a submarine, one with an aircraft. So the Japanese have now lost 3 of their heavy cruisers, and if the game treats the AI in the same way that it treats the human player, you only have the same number of ships of a given class as that country had. So Japan had, what, like 13, 14 heavy cruisers? So I actually think, in a sense, we do a little bit, I guess, moderately okay. Meanwhile, we did gain 20 command points, which should help us buy 1 new heavy cruiser to replace the Indianapolis, less so replacing the destroyers, but... Alright guys, that was a little bit of a longer one, an hour long, but I did want to show you that battle in its entirety, both the good and the bad. By the way, the Atlanta class may not be the best at taking punishment, but damn if their rapid-firing 5-inchers aren't awesome. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Hope you guys did enjoy. Once again, this is the Historical Gamer saying thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I'm out.